Yo, yo. Good morning. What's good? All right. Got Lala Blue on kick. Got NTF on everyone. Yeah, so last night I was kind of working on a thing. Oh yeah. And I always pin the link. Hold up. Link pin. Oh shit, my phone's tripping. Hold up. Phone. You gotta put that on Do Not Disturb. Rise and grind. Yeah, I'm just gonna share my screen. Hold up. Let me figure this out. Share screen. Oh, wait, actually, hold up. I actually got to pin the link. I forgot about pin the link. I was pin the link. It's in the cat tradition. Wait, what the hell? The link? I didn't post the link. Hold up. I just woke up. I'm sorry. I'm not all there. Yeah. Should be pinned. The link's always pinned. Chantel. Bad Mom. Blue. Saturday mornings are the best. Yeah. Where? Okay, hold up. It's not showing. Oh, okay. I need to restart Adobe Premiere. Well, like many viewers. Oh wow, it's my big opportunity. Yo, Tully. What? Did Adobe Premiere work? My computer's still tripping. Oh, I don't know what's going on. I can't open Adobe Premiere. It is not opening. This is my third time trying. It is not working. This is very strange. Yo, Telly,
Yo.
are you an expert in Adobe Premiere? My
am.
computer's having a kind of a. It kind of stole my shrooms, and it was kind of tripping.
Sounds like it's having a fit in the background.
Yeah, I asked it
I'm,
to open Adobe Premiere, and it was just like, nah, I'm exercising my free will.
I thought I'm just glad that I actually caught you for once. I've been working a lot. You always seem to be live when I'm driving around. I never get the chance to come up and ask you something.
Yeah,
If that's okay, if I do that and hijack your stream for 5 minutes.
got the wheel.
Got the wheel, Jesus wheel. Actually, I'm drinking. It's 20 to 4 over here on Saturday. Can you see? I'll turn this fucking air conditioner off. It seems louder and louder. I'm drinking a German wheat beer from a brewery that's been brewing beer since the year 1040.
Oh shit! What
That's
time is it
pretty.
over there for you?
It's 20 to 4 in the afternoon.
20 to 4. Was that military time?
Well, I don't know. What do you say? 3:40.
3:40?
What is it's 3? It's like just gone half
Oh,
past 3.
20 to 4. I thought you were saying like okay, I was tripping. I don't even know
As
the time.
24, as in you just waking up, as in 24 hours.
Yeah, I was thinking like so that would be like 8 o'clock. I was thinking it was like 8 o'clock. So it'd be like an evening drink for you.
Oh, right, yeah. No, I was been working since like 1 o'clock this morning, so it's kind of late. But yeah, that's fucking old beer. I'm just thinking these guys have been brewing beer since before the Americas were discovered, effectively.
I mean,
Before Australia was settled by a long time.
yeah. How
It's
long were
like
you in Australia?
hey,
How long were you in Australia?
most of my life until 2008.
Oh shit.
Yeah, yeah. So I grew up there.
It's different around there.
But enough of this small talk. I've got a question for you. Well, a couple of questions for you.
Yeah.
A rather
Yeah.
delicate, odd situation which I've sort of become aware of, and it seems to be gaining a little bit more. I don't know, a little bit more space in my head and around the back blocks. And I was wondering whether you could add anything to it, seeing as though it sort of involves a person that you probably had something to do with while you were in the Nununite camp.
Yeah.
Fucking how to go about this? I think I'll paint a hypothetical scenario for you. Okay, it's like talking about someone else's experience of sexual assault isn't something that I think is my place to do. It's like it's their business, and if they want to share it, then they share it.
Yeah.
But this story or this encounter was shared in a private stream, or ad, or in a private group of their sexual assault experience. But there's something about it which is kind of odd, which I think really needs some kind of explanation, I think.
Yeah.
So this person says that they were sexually assaulted, which is okay, unfortunately not an unusual occurrence, but they were sexually assaulted by a child, by somebody that seems to have been under the age of 14. Okay.
Oh
And it
yeah.
wasn't,
I think I might know what you're talking about.
okay. So I'll just go on a bit. So they were sexually assaulted by a child, and I can't for the life of me think how that could possibly come about. But not only was it not just a child, it was in fact this guy's daughter. I don't know whether it was biological daughter or stepdaughter or an adopted child. And then on top of that, the child itself has been estranged from the family and put into some kind of institutional care. And I was wondering, because this happened apparently in the Nunionite camps. I'm talking about a guy called Shifty. And I was wondering whether you'd come across anything or heard about this story, because I've got it from a couple of sources now.
Yeah. So you're probably like hearing from the other person. Um but yeah, so I remember he came in and I think he probably said it once or something. Um and I think the word was from what he said was he was sexually assaulted by his daughter. And obviously, you know, like kids wouldn't be, capable of that because, I mean, I don't even know. Like an adult's an adult and a kid's a kid. Like it's not even like something to think about. Um and then there kind of was like a falling out with another person, and then they and then basically I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure he got booted right after.
So
Um
he got
from
booted from the Nunionites because of.
the flag, yeah.
Did you was this, where did he recount the story? Did he tell it in Slack or was it in Zoom, or
It was Zoom.
it was in Zoom?
Yeah.
So were you there?
I was there, yeah. Um and the thing is, it's kind of like when someone says something crazy or whatever, like, you know, like you're in the kind of like a one party state, you can't really record, but like you kind of are reacting to it for the first time. But yeah, it was kind of a crazy situation. Uh, but yeah, like you said, yeah, basically he said like he was sexually assaulted by his daughter, and then he, then, I guess kind of like just being kind of sus a little bit,
Yeah.
on other things. I remember he had fallen out with like another person, and then he got booted, and that's when he kind of like disappeared. I don't know if anyone remembers. He just kind of disappeared. Went to the locale place.
All right. So was it did who was in the Zoom meeting? Can you remember?
Yeah, it was me. It was Kat. I remember PHI was there. Um, I think that might be it.
Who? What was Nunya there?
So Nunya didn't go to a lot of the Zooms. She kind of would just like have it kind of like set up, like people would access kind of her account.
Yeah.
Um, But I do remember it was kind of like a shocking thing where, like, even a couple other people were trying to figure out like what we just kind of heard, and didn't know what to do. Um, and so I just kind of feel like it would kind of have to go to Nunya, but I can't confirm that.
Oh, well, she'd have to fucking know. I mean, if
It was pretty wild.
if PHI's in there and Cat Reed's in there, and it's a story like that drops, what about Wog? Was he in there? He's often in there. He hangs around in Zoom a lot.
Yeah, he was in there.
Was anything mentioned in Slack at all?
So that in Slack, no.
Because I'd heard that it got mentioned somewhere, like it was in Slack, and then there was a meeting in Zoom that was called on the back of that.
So my understanding is, I think there was probably like a call to do a Zoom, like an emergency Zoom. Actually, I think I may have called to do the Zoom because it was bothering me.
But where did you
And
hear? Where did you hear about it first? Then to call for the Zoom. Where did you?
I don't even. I think I'm almost positive. I set up the emergency Zoom. I was kind of like messenger a couple people, or I think I may have initiated that Zoom meeting, and
Yeah,
it was kind of like in a way where he wouldn't see.
but why? What made you initiate the Zoom meeting? You obviously heard the story from somewhere. Where did you hear the story the first time?
Oh, I mean, the first time I was in the Zoom, I was there.
So you heard it the first time in a Zoom, and then you called for an emergency Zoom.
Yeah, it wasn't like right after. I kind of had to process it for a little bit. And I was thinking about it, but yeah, that's what happened. Oh, we have a guest.
So the first time you heard about it was in a Zoom meeting,
Yes.
and then you called an emergency Zoom. And who was in the emergency Zoom? Was Shifty in that, or was it just you guys?
No, it wasn't. That was kind of the point. It wasn't Shifty.
Okay,
The
so
second one.
So
Yeah.
what was he saying? He said that, because that's what I'd heard, is that he said that his daughter sexually assaulted him.
How old was this baby? I'm
So
up here to hit the motherfucking red button. What the fuck
yeah,
is going on?
yeah, she would have been. I think she would have been 12 at that time, if I'm not tripping.
What? I don't know if y'all know what's going on with fucking Shifty over at the LCU. This
No.
mofo, okay, there's a girl named Glammy that did work on one of the shows that's married. He was in an encounter with her, blocking all these motherfucking people that pay to be in the LCU. But the biggest red button over there was they had this dude named CD-ROM that ended up being he had a pedo friend that in the messages to this girl Glammy, he was blaming the motherfucking victim for the assault. So this fucking dude,
Hang on, say that again. What assault?
okay. This guy CD-ROM was friends with this dude that played Roblox. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he had an encounter with a minor, and Shifty was in messages with this girl Glammy, blaming the child in Roblox that it was her fault.
Oh, fucking hell. Seems like a bit of a pattern here, doesn't it?
I didn't even know about that. Wow. Oh, that's kind of great.
It just came out with. I was listening during like freaking the last couple of days. It's on all the messages are on Locale Reaper. That's the show.
Because I've seen Shifties seems to have been coming back again. I don't know. I was talking to a couple of people, and they said that they've seen him in PHIs, and he's been hanging around. Nunez, I don't know how true that is, but they don't seem to have a fucking problem with the guy, even after he said these, this story himself. It's not like someone's invented it and put it on him. This is his fucking words.
So a 12-year-old supposedly did something to him and they sent this baby away.
Yeah.
The fuck is
Yeah, so
Oh.
I'm trying to I'm trying to recall like everything I recall. So my understanding is yeah, he would say like he would say something about like the daughter like coming on to him or something, and then like I was trying to like piece what together I'm like even hearing. So like but like he said something about like I was like what, like how would she would know to do that or something like that, but and I guess his answer was like porn or something,
What the
which that's kind of another weird thing because like he would be like
Well,
when
he's the
he
supervisor, isn't he? The parent?
yeah, and he literally made this sound like he was like afraid of this daughter, and I was like,
what the
Oh, so you got Midwest Redbeard is in chat saying Shifty openly told everyone his oldest daughter came onto him multiple times. You got anything you want to pop up, Redbeard? If you got something to add to this?
all you fucking Onionites are nothing but fucking disgusting people. Y'all need to fucking go.
Did Ryan did he tell you what it was, the nature of this sexual assault? I fucking just don't understand how you can be sexually assaulted by as an adult male, be sexually assaulted by a child. Did he tell you what happened, or did someone else?
So here's the thing. I guess he may have mentioned it like a couple other times, but like I only heard it that one time. For me, he just kind of said the word sexual assault. But like as I mentioned, PHI was also in the room, and let's get back to another conversation that PHI had, in real life. One of them was about Nunya, another one was about Shifty, and I'm just kind of like recalling what she said, and I'm not like making an accusation. I'm just going by what I heard. But she said something like the daughter like jerked him off or something.
What the
And I didn't hear that part. So I was like, whoa. So it's kind of like, it kind of was like a weird thing because
So hang on. So PHI had more detail about what happened than you did.
I think didn't you just say Nunez that about jerking off, or did you say PHI?
No, that was PHI.
Oh, PHI. Okay, my bad.
PHI being a pedo protector. Now there's a surprise.
Which, like, how would you? Yeah, like, how would you let that happen? Like,
well, yeah, exactly.
Send this fucking baby away. See, I remember him being on Nunez panels and the kids yelling in the background constantly. And then all of a sudden he disappeared and went over to the locale. And he was like being what are those freaking people that like make up the scripts and everything over at the LCU? That's what he was trying to do over there. But he got close to this Glammy. That's fucking a crazy person, but
so Ryan, you're quite famous for uttering the words "the red button." Is there a reason why you haven't pressed the red button on Shifty?
So yeah, like my kind of like my thought process was, it was kind of like realizing what I heard later on too. And yeah, I kind of remember like this thinking of like, I didn't hear what I thought I heard, right? And kind of like a lot of dread.
I'm shaking over here.
Yeah, I think like the next following event that happened was, yeah, it was kind of like he had kind of like a falling out with another person in Slack, and then like he kind of got booted from Slack, and then went to the locale thing.
Wait, so no red
So-
button because he was booted and gone?
Well, no. So my
Because
thing is like,
they
it's-
continue the freaking Ed trail.
yeah, no. So like, well, I have to clarify though. So like, my only thinking is like, if this is like what I'm hearing, you know, like how do I hit the red button? Like, because with Ed, you know, we had a document. For me, like I didn't even have a recording. So my thinking was, all right, so he's gone from Slack, and I tried this on Ed too. So like Massachusetts is like a two-party state, right? So Rhode Island isn't. So I kind of made it a point to try to
Wait,
maybe
didn't you start
call-
like an investigation on the boys server without any proof that they were doxing and doing dirty shit?
I mean,
Like without any evidence, didn't you? I'm just trying to figure out if you like always have to have proof in order to do something about it, or if that was just a specific special instance because it was the boys and everybody
Oh my
hated the boys at the time.
Well, I mean, obviously, you know,
Well-
that's a good reason. Can I just?
It's,
I think we need to hang Ryan out to dry here, but can we just keep trying to get information out of the guy first before we?
Oh,
I'm
okay.
shaking.
I'm just-
I just saw Shifty in Nunya's, I believe it was her last stream, where she asked him, "Did you ever hear me say I had cancer?" And he answered yes. That was the last.
Yes, and she wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
Oh wait, but okay,
No,
so we
Griffey
actually
wasn't.
have
That was
another
Griffey,
panel
not Shifty.
person that has heard from Shifty's mouth about this situation. So,
Yeah.
Midwest, are you want to share with us, because I know
Okay,
you
so
have some details.
how the whole thing? Can you hear me? Okay. Just want to
Yeah.
make sure. Just do it, Ryan, real quick.
Yeah.
So what happened is he wasn't in his daughter's life for like the first 10 years, and apparently she was being bounced around houses. And then by the time he got custody of her, he said she was wired different, which was fucking
wow.
awkward. So
Yeah.
by the time he got her, she was doing some really weird stuff like towards him. I don't remember exactly because I was like, "What the fuck, man?" Like Brian said, trying to process it.
Sorry, how
What?
old was she? Do you know? Midwest.
I believe she was 14 whenever he threw her away. Basically, he just said, "Yeah, she's making advances on me. We can't have this in this household." And I think it was kind of his wife also, because it was daughter with another girl that was kind of pushing that narrative. Like, let's just get rid of her. She's going to be an issue.
Wait,
Oh,
so
so
she
is-
was like a stepchild to his current wife?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
he has two daughters. One was apparently okay, and this one just couldn't keep her hands off of him or away from him. He actually had to put cameras. He had to put cameras in his house so that he could quote unquote protect himself. I was
What the
like, dude,
fuck?
what?
Oh my gosh.
Sounds like an
dude, as soon
abused
as he
child.
said that, he was like, yeah, she was making advances on me, so we had to get rid of her. I was like, get fucking rid of her. That's a fucking child. That's not a dog. Like,
Exactly.
what?
Well, and okay, so I've
Yeah.
heard that this daughter is the one that has been institutionalized. I don't know anything about what
Yeah.
that means, where she is, like what kind of facility she's in, or why she is there. But
I think it was mental health, like, is what he.
well,
Yeah.
I mean, I
Sorry.
would also be crazy if he were my dad, but what do we hear from all of these frickin' predators, like especially in their trials or hearings or parole hearings, whatever? Like, they always say that the child was the aggressor, but the child wanted it. Like the child pursued me. Like the teachers love to say that one, that the child pursued me.
Yeah.
That's exactly what this sounds like. The child is the one that sexually assaulted him, an adult, and then what, like the security cameras like caught it, and
Well, I think that was
now
to
the
prove
child is
he was
gone.
innocent, quote
It
unquote.
So,
sounds,
yeah, I mean,
it sounds to me that the kid was probably being abused in its other home environments,
Yeah.
and the only thing that this fuckwit can think about is himself rather than trying to fucking find out what's happened to the kid in the past.
Was she in like foster homes and stuff before? It doesn't matter. I
No,
mean,
she was with I can't remember, like the daughter's mom, and then like a couple other family members, like just bounce around. And I was like, so where were you? And he was like, I wasn't allowed around. I was like, bitch, that's whenever you fight for your kid. Like you just gave the fuck up.
yeah, why
Like
weren't you
you're like,
allowed around? Like that's sus as fuck. And then just to receive her. I mean, the whole situation, I'm fucking mind blown. I'm shaking. I'm so pissed right now. Like this is crazy.
Well,
Like,
Bobby
dude, he
Joe,
is
you and
shifting.
I are not allowed to talk because we don't know what happened.
oh God,
That's
fuck that.
Lala's rule.
Fuck
nah, it's
that.
like that. You can speak.
I just heard enough to know what the fuck's going on. And then to add that with the shit that he's protecting fucking the other fucking pedo and shit. Like that's bullshit. Blaming the other victim. Mm-mm.
Yeah, it seems like it's a pattern. Yeah, so I was kind of thinking of like, I was kind of like thinking of like, what should I do? And like, I kind of mentioned like, kind of what I was talking about was, I think I was trying to like get into like a confiding tone, but like talk to him in Rhode Island. But that plan just didn't go through, but I thought it would. And yeah, it's kind of just like I just kind of felt like a predator catcher with the chat logs, because I'm not gonna make like, an accusation.
So what? Okay. So who else knew Redbeard? You guys obviously seem to be aware that he's.
Yeah, in Zoom it was Tiny Wog. I mean, Nunya knew. Yeah, PHI. Well, fuck, everybody was in Zoom. Everybody was in Slack.
What about Kat Reed? She was in there a lot too.
And Becky?
Probably.
Becky with the three?
She wasn't in Zoom the time. Her or Kat weren't in the Zoom the time whenever he was telling me about it. And I was just like, this came out of fucking left field. I was talking to you about guns, like right before that. I was like, okay.
So you're talking to him about guns, and he just brings up how his daughter fucking. Oh my God.
Well, it wasn't that. It didn't transition quite like that, Like we were talking about man shit, and then he just like wants to open up to me, and I'm like, oh, this is happening.
Yeah, somebody remember when he says something like kids can be evil or something like that. Like, yeah, do you remember that? And
did I tell you how to answer Shifty?
It was bizarre.
Did I?
Yeah, look at the comments. He answers yes.
Okay, yeah, it is him. It is him. Yeah, well, okay. Well, there you go. It's like you wonder why Nunya's still good with him, obviously, because he's probably given Nunya money. So, who gives a fuck whether he reckons that his daughter sexually assaults him? As long as he's given Nunya fucking $50, you'll have him around in chats. But, how could you have this guy in your fucking chat? How can you support him, Nunya and PHI? Because there's someone, that he's been around in PHI's chat lately. I mean, she fucking knows the story.
They seem to have created a haven for people that have shady instances going on with children. I mean, like they're all over there. And Vlad and Lala, you're hilarious.
I don't know what they're saying. I'm fucking pissed
Uh,
right now.
No, it's just saying topic. So, but yeah, it's kind of like yeah, it kind of was like a crazy situation, like because it's like there was really no recording of it, but other people were there. But like, how do you come up with something like that, you know? And yeah, that was kind of like a challenge. I tried to kind of craft maybe a way, but it seemed like one thing after another was kind of failing, and he did kind of disappear. So I'm not sure what happened. I remember he went to the locale community, and then did he get kicked out of there too? I heard.
Yeah,
even
he got kicked out of there. He got banned out of the Discord 3 times that I know of. One was I heard, I didn't encounter this, was a sexual assault. The other one was going IRL. And the third was over this glammy shit. Of being like a road mod or some shit.
So, hey, Midwest, he's got 2 kids, has he? He's got this daughter who was
He's got 4. He's
4
got
kids.
2
He's
daughters.
or
Yeah. And then his twin sons.
Has he got twin sons with his new lady, has he?
Correct.
And then the other 2 are from a previous relationship.
Yeah. Or maybe it wasn't. I know he has a son. Maybe it wasn't twin sons. I might be wrong there. Misremembering it.
Okay,
But
I
yeah,
gotta jump
he's got
down. I have
one.
to get ready for the day. I got shit to
Okay.
do, but yo, this shit is disgusting. I'm
Yeah.
like dumbfounded. Like this.
Before
Something
you
needs-
leave, Bobby Joe, do you remember what stream it was on that you talked in depth about him and the locale community, whatever? Because I know that you have talked about it before.
It was what
It was a
that
long
was
time
wh-
ago.
yeah, that was when we found out about him getting kicked out of the Discord for sexual assault.
Right. I'm just wondering, like, if people want to go back and get more details on that, do you know where they would go to look? I mean, it was so long ago, I can't remember.
Yeah, it was on one of my streams. It's probably privated. But I could, as soon as I jump down from here, I will put in the freaking stream of all his DMs and everything on that locale Reaper of him admit or in the freaking chat, him blaming the victim, and all the other. I can't even fucking think right now. I'm so distraught over this fucking baby being kicked out over a fucking grown ass man. That makes me sick to my stomach. But yeah, I'll put the link in for that at least
All right,
right
thank
now.
you, ma'am.
All right, everybody have a good day. Fuck you, Shifty. Fuck all you nice. You guys are all pieces of grimy fucking, yeah, like you say, eat a whole bag of dick. Fucking choke on that shit. Bye, guys.
Have a good day.
Good day.
Yeah.
Um,
Good job, Bobby Joe doesn't share her opinions easily.
She's always so hard to read, that girl.
So when he got kicked out of Zoom? Do you know what happened there? What the story was? Was it because
He
of
got
this?
kicked out of Zoom because it was Kat Reed didn't like him, and she was the one that was paying for Zoom, and she was like, "If I'm paying for it, I ain't letting him in." That was the actual final straw where he got out of Zoom. But then I think it was Nunn who finally kicked him out of Slack.
So he got kicked out. He got kicked out of Zoom by Kat Reed. We don't know whether it was because of this fucking child thing.
She just didn't like him. Is all she said.
Well, I mean, nobody liked it. I never fucking liked him either. But I never thought that he was, this kind of level. I always thought that he was a beta fucking simp, fucking weirdo. But
he is.
So Nunya kicked him out of how long after he was kicked out of Zoom did Nunya kick him out of Slack? Do you know?
I thought he was like really inactive for a long time, wasn't he? Like maybe, and then
he never actually talked in Slack, and then she just finally just like booted him. I would say like 2 weeks or so, maybe a month after, because he would ask for like the Zoom link, and then no one would like respond to him.
You never mentioned it to anyone, Redbeard. You never thought that this was worth mentioning to anybody either. It was,
Dude, at the same time, who was I going to tell? Because I was quote unquote in Nunez camp, whatever the fuck you want to say. And
he was of two
I just
minds
recently
at
came
the
out.
time. Like he shared several things with me, and I'd say what Midwest, maybe only half of that has come out. Like only the stuff that is, that pertains to
Yeah.
me, I have put out.
Yeah.
So
I'm pretty sure I told you about Shifty.
you
in this.
may have, except for I think I would have remembered. I'm gonna have to go back in our messages and
so
see.
did you know about this, Missy?
If he told me about it, it got lost in the sauce because I don't remember hearing about like a minor molesting him or being accused of molesting him. I don't remember that. But I will go back in my messages and
I mean, it
see.
would be. I would have thought it'd be quite a memorable sort of revelation.
Right. So that's why I'm thinking like it may, like maybe Midwest is confused with all of the Slack and Zoom secrets he was spilling to me all this time.
Well, I
Maybe
didn't think
he thought
he was.
he gave it to me, but
I didn't think he was your mole anyway. I thought you had another one in there.
I've got a few. Well, now I'm down one, but I've got a few, but that wasn't anything that that I remember receiving.
Well, I mean, do you think? I think that the lolcow community probably need to know about this. I think most people need to know that
Yeah,
this is the way that.
Yeah.
This is a crazy situation, and it just strikes me how similar what he says, how similar it is to what other pedophiles have said, that the child was the aggressor. It's very easy to make the leap from him saying that the child was the aggressor and now the child has been removed from the home and institutionalized to, just thinking basically, like in the very basic form that, maybe, and I'm just throwing stuff out here. I don't know anything about it, Lala and whatever your name is. Like that maybe he got caught. I mean, 12 is old enough to say something. And in order for him to not get busted, they remove the child from the home. I'm just saying it's plausible.
Yeah, and you kind of think about like, maybe that's why the person is having so much mental health issues.
Right,
Not
because
that
at
causing that.
12 you shouldn't know anything about that. And if she had been no pun intended, if she had been shifted around from home to home to home, she's going to be a troubled child. She's probably going to be exposed to things that a 12-year-old shouldn't be exposed to. But she obviously needed extra love and care by, preferably a stay-at-home parent that could devote a lot of time to them. But I wonder where in the timeline her getting sent out of the home, where that lines up with him being on panel with Jilly all the time and on Nunya's panel all the time.
Makes sense why he hangs around with Clown so much, doesn't it? I guess you can see that connection then.
Exactly. I don't ever remember him coming out about Clown, but Grimy sticks with Grimy.
Yeah, so just kind of answer the question. So like because I asked like how like someone could do that. I kind of did ask that question. And that was his answer was like like porn, like watching like exposure to porn or watching porn. That was how like she would even begin to think that way, which like that didn't add up either, because I mean, well, I mean, I don't know if she was living there at the time or if that was not, that would be somewhere else, but like
But
it
you
would be
would have
somewhere
thought. I can say, okay, that's his excuse. Is in the previous home that she was in, she was exposed to pornography, and wouldn't your immediate response be to go and backtrack that situation and to hold those people into account and find out what's happened to the kid, rather than just throw the kid away because the kid's the fucking problem? You know,
Yeah, definitely.
it was a fucking
Yeah, his
weird
answer
response.
was,
It's not.
let's put cameras in the house so to protect myself in case. It was so God, he was weird. I'm
Yeah, and
just
he
thinking
literally-
back to it. I was trying to remember like because I think one daughter was 10 and the other one was like 14. It was something like that. The oldest one was the quote unquote troubled.
He's the fucking problem. He's such a weak fucking person. You can tell that, can't you? I mean, it's like to blame a fucking child for a kid being sexually aggressive. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm eating chips. Hang on. I need a drink of beer. I'll
Drink
be
some
back.
Dr. Pepper, dude. Drink, but not too much. Not too much.
Yeah, it was just like a messed up situation all around.
Right. Well, and blaming the child, you can't even legally blame somebody for this until, I don't know if it's like 18 or if it's 16 or whatever.
Yeah.
In different jurisdictions, like they can be fully willing to participate, but they are not legally or mentally, like physically able to consent until they
No.
are an adult. So
Right.
regardless of whether she, pursued him or whatever, the vernacular is that he used, the child is not to blame here.
Well, you can't. I mean, otherwise,
Yeah.
it's if the child doesn't know what sex is, it's just assault. You know, if a kid is trying to touch you in a place, your private place, you sort of have that conversation. Oh, no, you keep your hands to yourself. You only touch your own bits. You don't touch anybody else's bits. That's a conversation that you have. You don't sort of go, oh, that's sexual assault. I'm going to stick fucking cameras up around my house. That's a fucking weird kind of response to that.
And I
Right.
mean,
Well,
the extent of it was like, I mean, yeah, I mean, probably more than a conversation should be had, like, I don't know.
Yeah, but you
there's
don't call it.
anybody
You
that
don't.
watches like interrogation videos and stuff, which I know there's a lot around here. There is a case where this mother and father had video cameras set up all around their home because they had a couple, at least 2 children with autism, and so they had these cameras up to monitor them because they would hurt themselves or damage property or whatever. And turns out that the dad, or I think he was a stepdad, would disconnect the camera in the girl's bedroom and go in and violate her time after time after time. And then when he was done, he would just reconnect the camera. So having cameras in your house when you're the adult really doesn't mean crap. But do
it's
we
a
know
good
exactly
problem.
how she assaulted him,
So
or is it just like
for
vague?
me, like I think he just used like the word sexual assault, but then in a conversation I had with PHI,
I think it was sexual advance.
What does that mean, though?
I heard him, so
I don't know, but it wasn't actually. He didn't use sexual assault. He used sexual advance towards him, which I was like, The fuck? I'm like, put your arm out on her forehead. Boom. Like, and talk to the kid. Like, if that's happening. Like, I don't know.
But why would you disclose that information? I mean, I have that problem all the time from women, okay? But I don't make a big deal about it. I just, say them thank you and push them away politely. It's like I don't fucking go and tell the world that I'm being, harassed sexually by fucking women. Don't you? It's like, why would you say that about a fucking
Well,
child?
right. Well, if you
But
did that, you
what
would
did
never
PH
stop talking, Telly.
what did PHI tell you,
So-
Ryan?
Yeah, so that was the thing. Like, in a recent conversation with PHI, like, kind of like the last one, in real life, that was about, like, she said something about Shifty said she gave him like she jerked him off, I think was a word he used, and I didn't hear that, but like
That's
then,
effing
but
disgusting.
I guess he must have said it, got into more detail with other panels, or other Zooms rather. And yeah, just kind of, I mean, that's kind of what I heard, and that's
So PHI told you that. So she's had a more in-depth conversation with him, and he's
Yeah.
told her about. So she's aware of the level of the fucking interaction. How does that fucking happen? Oh yeah, just this person was just jerking me off, and I didn't realize that it was happening.
Not
It's
even
like-
just this person, my minor child,
Yeah.
my bloodline.
It's not like you've got any opportunity in that process to fucking stop them from doing it, have you? Fuck.
yeah, like
Okay.
I mean, you should have,
Silly quit lying.
like being the adult, like should have done like so many things. I mean, like, and I guess like what I guess probably like my thinking would go to, that's not like what actually happened. That's like where my mind goes through. Like it's more like it must have been just the way I think, and I'm not saying what happened because but that it was the other way around. It sounds like because one kids are not capable of that, in my opinion.
It sounds like he got caught by his wife to me. And
He would actually mention a
That's
lot
what I
about
think.
like the daughter would like try to split up the wife and the husband. I remember hearing about that.
That is crazy. That is crazy talk.
Well, Shifty.
This troubled child, this child that is troubled enough to be currently institutionalized, was jerking off the dad and trying to separate the dad from his wife at 12-ish. Somebody
And
who
Shifty's
does
going,
not have control of their mental faculties is doing this. Okay.
and Shifty's going, please no, please stop. That's his only fucking response. For fuck's sake. Shifty, are you around? Why don't you come up and give us an explanation, Shifty?
Where's Tommy Boy? He does such a good Shifty impersonation.
What, just sits on panel and says nothing like
I was gonna say.
He's got that freaking like whiny, like nasally voice down.
You mean Shifty does a good Tommy Boy impersonation? I think that's what you mean.
No, Tommy Boy is top tier. But
Tommy Boy.
you do better impersonations than Tommy Boy, I would say.
All right. Calm down, Missy. Calm down. Save that for the DMs, okay?
Dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Gonna get me into trouble up in here.
And I'm aware, knowing about this, clearly makes me look like I was sitting on it, but I never had it brought up again. And I honestly, I forgot about it until you said that.
Yeah, I remember talking to like a couple other people, and I think what it was that there was no like actual recording, but I kind of would say it'd be like corroborating evidence, if that's a word. But like I don't think anyone, if I remember correctly, like no one else was like willing to do that. So I kind of felt like I didn't have the grounds, you know, because like if I say like a specific realistic accusation, you know, like without the grounds, it's just like how would I come out with it?
Well, but you've never needed backup before.
Well, I mean, we're
Anytime that
talking
you
about,
have come out against somebody on an allegation or whatever, you've never needed backup. You've always, stood on your own 2 feet and come out and said things.
I mean, are we talking about doxing or this?
I'm sure there's been more than doxing, but
What was the one with porn being exchanged in Locke's server? What was that one?
Well, that was based on a screenshot. Like I had something to go on.
Yeah, you had something, didn't you? The same with Ed. You had the fact that his house was raided.
Yeah, like I had something. Like, but for this, it was kind of like if I were to come out with it, I would be the only one, and
So
I would also have nothing.
So do we give the same? Here's the thing. I mean, do we say, okay, we'll excuse you for that then, Ryan? We'll say the same for Midwest. It's like, okay, so what do you do about it? It's like, who do you tell? Where do you go? You haven't got a Midwest hasn't got a platform anyway to do it. Ryan has.
yes, suck it, Midwest.
PHI has. Nunya has. Clown has. Becky has. So, I guess it's like, but how do you go about? Oh well, I heard that But one thing you don't do, what you don't do, is you don't have them in your fucking chats. You don't tolerate them around you.
Mod them up.
Which fucking Shifty was obviously in Nunya's chat the other day, backing her up on her cancer claims, her brain cancer claim. Or maybe not backing her up, but same with PHI. It's like you're having somebody like this hanging around in your fucking chat. The least you can do is fucking ostracize them completely.
Well, and yeah, he was gone for a long time. Apparently now we know that he was gone because, Cat Ree didn't like him and booted him. So he just freaking left the community. But he is now back, and he made one comment in Nunya's and got wrenched back up. So, and Nunya knows about this story.
Yeah,
So
Midwest.
he's So he's wrenched up. He's wrenched up in Nunya's again, is he?
Yes, he is. Oh, Bobby Joe put the link in the chat for the LCU stuff that I was asking about earlier. Thank you, Bobby Joe. So Ryan, can I ask you like what the tone of the conversation was between you and PHI when you guys were talking about this? Like, was it a tone of concern? Was it a tone of, well, we gotta keep this quiet? Was it a tone of two catchers talking about somebody who is exhibiting behaviors of a pred? Like, what was the tone of that conversation?
Yeah, I mean, she was like kind of telling me like, almost kind of like angrily about it. And it was kind of about like exposing Nunya. So I think also I was thinking like maybe like I could reach out to her and like she would kind of come out of it, and then literally like the crazy shit happened, and then like maybe not,
So,
But,
she was angry about this stuff and wanted to use it to expose Nunya, not
No.
angry that
No.
Okay.
Like I was thinking like she already talked about like the scamming thing or whatever. So I kind of thought like on the same alley or lane, right? That maybe I can finally get like a cooperating person to like actually talk about this.
Oh, I see.
You know what I'm saying?
I see.
Because like
so you were thinking PHI might be an ally for you, so you could go public with it.
Yeah, because it was like I guess like what it is something like this, and like the fact that it sounded like it's like an actual like situation. I would
Mm.
say that like there were other people that sounded alarmed by it, but at the same time, because I had no recording or anything, and I felt like no one else was willing to kind of join me on that, like I kind of would be alone in that, and I would just have to make
Yeah.
that
It
kind
just
of
it just sounds like a stupid allegation that you're making against somebody, doesn't it? Out of spite, if you're I guess if you
Right,
just
because
go
it's
with it
kind of
yourself.
unbelievable.
It is.
yeah.
So, but the thing I'm getting from this is like PHI sounds like she's genuinely disgusted by it, whereas Nunya is modding the guy up in her chat when he comes back around again. Because I don't believe for a second, okay, she might not have been in that original Zoom meeting, but I don't believe for a fucking second that she isn't aware of this.
Right. Nothing really escapes her purview, right? But like
Oh,
the crazy thing is, so we've pinpointed what, at least 3 or 4 or 5 people that knew about this, and nobody said anything publicly. Like, I know, this is just an offshoot of the pred catching community. This is the drama community, but you would think that with so many people knowing it, somebody would have brought it out.
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
how do you
just kinda
get it out? How do you, you know?
Yeah, it's like I kind of was talking to I think I'll just say it, like I was talking to uh like well, I think one other person, probably like Kat, about it. Like, can we come up with it? But we had no recording. But still, if it's like at least one other person and we're not making the full accusation, that could just be like enough to
Well, there's lots
Ooh,
of
not good.
ways to get information out there. I mean, we have seen streams and videos that show literal like receipt proof, right? We have watched panels where panelists will hint at something, or somebody in chat will hint at something, and things kind of get fleshed out that way. You can also be completely devoid of tact, like me, when I like to make crazy accusations, and just blurt it out there without showing any receipts or anything, just going off of what you heard or what you've seen, and just throwing it out there, and letting the wolves kind of take over. So there's several ways to get information out there. It's just kind of baffling to me that this is something that was not talked about. I mean, we've had things hidden in this community that are talked about in the background. Several people had heard about Gabby, beating up her mom. That was in the background for a while. I can see why that wouldn't get put out, but this is literally like a child victim situation.
But a lot of this stuff,
Yeah.
honestly, I don't, I hear this, okay, PHI, Gabby beaten. It's like, okay, is this just another fucking story that's been invented and been put around in the background? And the only reason that I've sort of felt bold enough to raise this is because it's come at me from 2 different directions.
Hi, Sam.
That's which sort of makes you think, okay, there's something in this. And I guess, yeah, fucking know who's likely, who else is there that's likely to, I mean, Midwest is up here and he's given, some indication as well that this lines up with what he's heard. Other people that would have been involved, well, Wog, I'm sure fucking Wog was in Zoom because Wog lives in fucking Zoom. So I'd love to know what his opinion on this is. And Cat Reed and PHI and Nunya too. I'd love to know what Nunya's, and Shifty. I'd love to hear the whole fucking story and what the angle is and what the defense of this being somehow
Well,
is reasonable.
Nanya's defense would just be like, "We don't owe you anything." She
Yeah,
has the
actually,
same rhetoric for all of
I
her
have a
defenses.
question
Sorry,
for
Ryan.
Midwest. Because I don't remember Nanya being Zoom or knowing. Like, did Nanya know? Like, can you tell me that? Because I don't
Yeah,
know
but
that.
the
Oh,
thing,
yeah.
it doesn't matter whether she was in that fucking particular Zoom meeting or not. There's
No,
no
I
way
know.
in this wide world that she wouldn't be aware of this.
Well,
No
that's what I want
fucking.
to confirm, though. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Midwest.
Yeah,
Well, it's
no, yeah. She knew.
Well, she's
There's
aware
no
of
way
it
she
now.
could.
So she's aware of it now. So it'd be interesting to hear what her position on it is now. That's all of a sudden she's aware of it. So let's hear what her opinion of it is now. And then we'll work out whether she knew about it fucking earlier or not.
Well, I think
Um,
she showed us what her opinion is. I mean, he made one comment in her chat and she gave him a wrench.
Well, there's two possibilities. One is that she didn't know about it, which I find highly unlikely, and she gave him a wrench. Or she did know about it and she gave him a wrench. So which is it, Nanya? Did you know about this? Miss fucking Ed Vidian, you remember pointing your finger at everyone for being Ed Vidians? Here you are harboring this guy fucking Shifty with this kind of background. It's like that Brandon thing. Oh, don't say any more, Brandon. Don't say any more.
For
Keep quiet.
real.
Yeah, that was
Where's
wild.
that clip, bro?
Hmm.
Well, and so let's give her the benefit of the doubt that even though this happened in the platform that she literally brought to this community and she is basically the head of, even though she wasn't paying for it, let's say that this all happened outside of her purview and she didn't know. Now we get to see, since it's out there, how she's going to respond, because she's the one that's always saying that they're here for the kids. So
Yeah.
it's going to be interesting to see, because I can say surely she doesn't know like 100% of what went on in Slack and Zoom. She can't be there all the time. So now we get to see if she's actually going to do something about this.
Yeah, you can't tell me that fucking PHI and Kat Reed didn't have this conversation with her, especially after an emergency Zoom was called, that she wouldn't be fucking on top of that. She knows when fucking I've had a live and when somebody writes something nasty about her in her comment section. I'm sure she knows about this situation with Shifty. But yeah,
Right.
I'd love
Well,
to hear.
if anybody has handlers in this community, it's Nanya.
Oh, fuck yeah. I mean, I'd love to hear from Shifty, number one. I want to hear what his story is. I'd love to hear from Nanya and why she fucking tolerates this guy, knowing what he's fucking about. I'd love to hear from Kat Reed just to verify the conversation. And I'd like to hear from PHI to whether she fucking will verify that the information that Ryan and Midwest are giving is true. That's I guess all from them that I'd like to hear.
Yeah. And for
Just verification that the story is in fact, true.
And for the record, like I kind of want to ask like Midwest, like was it a conversation that confirmed she knew? Like, let's just get it like out there.
Oh, I was just going by her screen sharing at the time, and clearly, I mean, clicking around on the screen while he was talking.
So
Okay.
what you're saying is she was in Zoom actively participating while this conversation was going on.
The thing is,
Or
I
at
don't know if
least
she was
one of the
listening to Zoom.
conversations about it.
She had to have been. He talked multiple times about it, because this time with Ryan wasn't in the room whenever he told me about it. So he talked about it multiple times to, everybody in there.
Okay, so it's common knowledge. It was common knowledge in the Nanya Nights that Shifty was being sexually harassed by his 14-year-old daughter.
Correct.
Correct.
Crazy.
Call me the bad guy that I didn't say something. I didn't know what the fuck to do with that.
I mean, honestly, I think what we should have done was like set him up or whatever, like or something, like get some kind of like something to work with. I kind of would say I was a little frustrated that like no one would kind of like do that with me a little bit, but I'll just kind of leave it there.
So what you're saying that you would have liked to have escalated it, but you didn't feel you had the support in there? Was that what you?
Yeah. Yes. I mean, like I get we didn't have the recording, but yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it just seems like people weren't particularly alarmed by it.
Either that or they were anxious to bury it.
Well, yeah,
It
that's the
wasn't
other.
how he explained it was just so fucking weird. I don't know how to deal with people trauma dumping on you. Well, that's what I'm going to call it. Like I said, I was there to talk about other shit, and he brings that up. But
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
only
so-
imagine, like, as the father, what that would have been like for you hearing that in the way that it was presented.
I was fucking furious. I was like, wait, so you just fucking threw her away because you couldn't contain yourself? I'm like, what the fuck? But that was a bad choice of words.
Yeah, I understand what you mean, though. It's like, but I mean, it sums up what I see of that guy. It's just like an insipid, weak fucking, you know.
Oh, dude, limp wrist as they come.
Oh, for fuck's sake, yeah. I just don't like the amount of, I mean, you could see it with him and Gillian Clown doing that show, and his wife's at work and he's on fucking doing live streams, 12 hours a day, supposedly looking after his kids. It's yeah, I know, it's not even a question of being a man. It's just a question of being a fucking person. It's like, don't you want to contribute anything to the fucking household at all? That's all you want to fucking do is just panel up and fucking give your kids a fucking iPad. That's all you want to get out of life.
Well, and how, like, we heard his kids constantly in the background. And, like, it's not okay for other people to have kids in the background, but, we were just supposed to be okay with his kids in the background because he's a stay-at-home dad.
Mm. Oh, Gil's here going, what? He hurt his child? No, Gil. His child was sexually harassing him, Gilf. You've got it all wrong, Gilf. He's the victim in all this. His 12-year-old daughter or 13-year-old daughter was sexually harassing him. God, Gilf. This victim blaming stuff, mate. It's just how fucking. Oh, I don't know.
Sandwich.
Well, the thing, like, I'm also reading the chat. It's so. The crazy thing is, let's put a minor child, just a random one, in a completely different household with a different dad, but this child has had the same background, been exposed to the same things, and supposedly made the same actions towards her dad. I have never heard of a dad accusing the child of sexual assault or sexual advances, because that's a freaking that's an accusation. That's crazy. What I have heard is parents recognizing that their child is troubled and trying to get the child help instead of just being like, oh guys, look, I'm the victim because my kid did this to me.
Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't immediately go to victimhood. It would go to, we need to get this child help because they have been exposed to the point where
Exactly.
they are no longer mentally competent.
Well, it's the point. It's like, why is a 12-year-old child being sexual? You got to say, okay, what kind of environment has it just come out of where this is normal? And it's
Right.
brought this into my place. That would be, surely that's your starting point, not, well, this fucking child is evil, I've got to get rid of it. You'd be
Right. Well, and
fucking
you made
furious
that,
and backtrack it, wouldn't you?
yeah, you made the
Let's put
point
cameras up
earlier
in your house
that
to protect yourself.
it's a very good point that if that would have happened to 99% of, any other households, they would try to figure out where this exposure happened and if it was just something that the child stumbled onto, or whether they were subjected to it as a form of manipulation and grooming, because it is
Mm.
possible for kids to, unfortunately, like walk into a room and see something going on, or see their parent watching something, or catch them, whatever, and be exposed that way, where it's not intentional for the adult to expose the child. But you would want to know the difference, right? You would want to know, was my child groomed, or was
Yeah.
this an accident?
I mean, because the immediate thought is, okay, the child has thought that this is how I please adult males in my house. Is if what Shifty's telling is true, that's what the kid's got in its head. So okay, I'm going to try and please my dad like I tried to please blah blah blah. So fucking can't the fuckwit make that kind of link between things? I see, and I just want to address some dickhead that's in chat here. Paisley, Missy claims to be a victim. Paisley, what are your fucking thoughts on Shifty claiming that his child sexually assaulted him? Can we focus on something which is possibly a little more serious than your boyfriend at the moment? Babe, can we do that?
Dude, can can any of you guys or anybody in chat like explain to me why this chick treats me like I'm the baby mama? Because she wasn't even around when I dumped Chill and Eric, but yet she, I guess, is constantly talking about me like she wasn't even around. Like, we have never met, we've never had a conversation, but yet this chick is constantly talking about me.
Do you have
I'm
a
thinking,
video
I'm
in
thinking
queue
nothing.
for Eric?
Paisley looks like Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, the tranny from an Australian movie to me. It's just focus on. Can you focus on this topic for a minute, Paisley, and then we'll have a whole stream dragging Missy just for you. Okay? Can we do that? One thing at a time. Okay? God, go back to fucking PHI and Nunya. We're here for the children. Sorry, Redbeard. I think I cut you off there.
No, you're good. I was just laughing.
He was probably about to say something rude about me, so thank you for cutting him off.
Never.
Is there anything else that pops into your mind, Ryan, about this that you can think of that?
I mean, I would just say, I mean, like, what's popping in my mind, like, as far as like anything more I remember, I don't know, but honestly, I'm just glad I can actually say something about it. Like, I have actually at least like one cooperating person. I would have took one. That would have been enough. Like, honestly, I don't even care if I get thrown under the bus. Like, the emotional burden of like that was very high, and to get it out, that's a good thing. And yeah, I think they should have some kind of response. You know, like if Nunya knew, and really honestly, like other people, like kind of like why couldn't we get our shit together? You know, I kind of tried to do this like plan where like I would record a call in Rhode Island or whatever, is thinking about this, but I just felt like I had nothing and no one to come out about it. But like, you know, now's at least a day. Like,
So now,
but I have like, yeah, like, so like I have like the reason, but not the justification. I kind of just like, even though I had nothing, I kind of just wish I just like kind of did it. Honestly.
okay. So you're a bit regretful about, I guess, the opportunities that you had to explore it further at the time.
Yeah.
It's like, what would you like to see happen now going forward? Okay, you've got these people, PHR, Cat, and obviously they're feuding, and Nunya and so on. And what do you think should happen now from here?
Well, I mean, like, in what sense? Like I think probably there should be, I don't know, like probably there should be some kind of answer to it. Like, you know, like is there an answer? Like what is the reason for not like getting our shit together so we could actually like cooperate on this, and you know, like, or what did happen, like, from Shifty himself, you know, like something like that. I think probably should happen. But you know, I don't even have the grounds to like make the accusation, but like I think there should be an answer to that, because that was a sus thing, and I'll just say that.
So
You know?
that would require a response from Shifty, right? Some kind of, these, I guess, allegations have been made against him. And
So yeah, it said something about like you remember the camera part?
His perspective.
Yeah, like I remember the camera part, and maybe something about a therapist, and then something about like I don't know, even turning it into like something about the police, and then it was already like there, you know, so it was like a settled issue, whatever. It was just a weird story.
Did you try to have a conversation with him about this?
Yeah, so yeah, that's my plan. Like, so actually, I got his number, like, and I was trying to like get into it in Rhode Island. That was the plan. I'm trying to figure like what happened to that, but I'm not sure. But yeah, that's what I was trying to do. Get that going.
Just as a side note, I used to, in
That's
fact,
something.
I used to live in Rhode Island and Alaska at one point in my YouTube
Right.
career.
Nice.
Yeah,
He
But
lives,
that's
he
looking
lives in a
backwards.
one-party consent state.
That's
Or
looking
two, I
backwards, I guess, Ryan. It's like going forwards. What do we do? What do we want? We want out of Shifty. We want to hear from Shifty.
Well,
should
so
we call
Hunchback,
Shifty out? Do we do that?
Hunchback
Do we,
brings up an interesting point. Did Mitch know about this?
I mean, he's not. I don't
Yeah,
think so. Like, he wasn't in like Zoom or Slack or anything
oh,
like
Mitch,
that.
Mitch definitely would have known about this, and Eon and Tommy and all of the people that I don't like would have known about this. No doubt about that in my mind. But do you think, should we call Shifty out? Can we do that? Ryan, would you hold a stream with Shifty to come up and
Yeah, I mean,
give his version of events?
the link's pinned, isn't it?
Hmm?
Yeah, I mean, the link's pinned, isn't it? I mean, yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure. His wife's probably at home on the weekend, so he can't panel all week.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, in the future, yeah. I mean,
He's probably
absolutely.
going to send her in for overtime so he can get on panel.
I'll see we got rid of Eon Will. That's good. And,
Yeah, Brando.
he shot himself in the foot, didn't he? All right, so we need Shifty. We want Shifty. And I guess Nunya in her good time will respond to this accusations that she's cool with this guy and she just fucking doesn't care or thinks that this kind of behavior of children is perfectly normal in her world. I'm not quite sure which one it is.
I mean, she could really get the word out there, you know, with all of her subs, and you know, she could do some image rehab if she were to call him out for this, because she's been shit on so often lately because of her own actions. So
Hmm.
this might be a way for her to, you know,
You
gain
can
some
score some points.
some cred. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm surprised she's still here, actually. I mean, she's been getting everyone else to do her dirty work for her or paneling for her. Even Becky's dropped her. Clown's running out of excuses. Yeah, I think she's pretty well on the way. She's on the way out like the boys. I think she's done.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Mm.
Why do you always have to bring it back to the boys, Telly?
I'm doing an investigation into the boys.
On the probe in there.
me and FCC are fucking on them. We've got a boot on their necks and they're fucking choking.
Are they choking because of the boots or the bags of dicks or?
I was actually going to say running, but I was thinking so it didn't quite make sense. I hadn't thought of that one through, but you know. Same with Sam Clinton. We've managed to get him on the back foot. He's near as fuck out of here. I mean, I've just been reading the irrelevant comments that he's been spurging, dropping in fucking chat down here for the last half an hour.
He could be a really good ally for you in your freaking boys probe, though. Boys probe. That sounds awful.
Voice probe?
Yeah.
Yeah, lost me there.
Somebody go back and edit that out for me.
Yeah, quite sure where you're going with that one.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend. You and FCC and Sam, you could put out the best stream exposing all of the dirty shit that the boys do. Right?
Oh, look,
you guys all hate them for valid reasons.
Mate, since they doxed those 700,000 decoys from CPP, I think that was it. That was the final straw. I think everyone's done with the boys, so to speak.
Not everyone.
Well, I mean, we let Damone back every now and again for 24-hour pass. You know, to some back streak panels like I see fucking Nick Cook's been killing it lately. Shout out for now. Yeah, Becky with a 3. What are your thoughts on this Becky with a 3? That'd be interesting.
Fireworm. God damn.
Oh, is that you, Ryan?
Yeah. I'm staying in,
the
bro.
Hallway?
I'm staying in. Fuck that.
No.
Fuck?
You going down the building?
I ain't moving an inch.
If you had a support dog right now, he would usher you out so fast.
The fireman can honestly, if fireman can just break down the door, I don't care, bro. Like whatever.
Dude, what I find was wild about that dog was they were like, you didn't know about it, but you were gonna get it, but we don't like you anymore, so we're gonna give it to someone else.
It was $70,000.
Like,
right.
If you liked him, you would still give him the dog.
We got to find another. We got to find another spaz now.
But one thing that gift givers know is that you don't give a gift to somebody where they have to continue paying for it unless they have asked for it, unless you have gotten their approval. You can't give somebody you can't gift somebody a car unless you're going to continue paying for the insurance and the gas and crap like that. Like, they know Ryan's living situation. He can't just open up the door and let the dog out in the backyard, to go to the bathroom or to run and play. Like that was a thoughtful gift, but it was, nothing more useful than a thoughtful gift.
It was just an invention. We know that.
But Ryan doesn't strike me as someone that would be okay with a dog bag in that hot, steamy pile.
Yeah, a main thing was also I was kind of gonna play decline. That was kind of my thing, but I would not take on a dog right now or then. Yeah.
Right, it would be forcing you into irresponsibility because you're just not in the situation to take a dog right now, whether it would help with your medical issues or not. It's just not feasible for your lifestyle right now.
You could put it in freezer bags and send it to Christy. Paisley,
all kinds of families.
Paisley, we haven't seen your response to the Shifty thing yet. Can we get your response to that?
Oh, the chat kind of clobbered her, and so she gave a bunch of peace signs and
Oh, did she?
hasn't chatted since she
Right.
she left.
Yeah. Any Nunyanites around? I mean, I'm sure there's some that I hate watching. Why don't you click the link and come up and give us your view on, support for Shifty, given these revelations about his views on sexually aggressive children.
Juniper, he can't have a support spider. He just killed a spider and broke his blinds the other day. Did you miss last night's stream? He would kill a $70,000 spider. That would be a waste.
Who killed a spider? Ryan did.
Ryan did, yeah. He on his stream last night. He had his camera
ladies,
on,
listen.
and
Ryan killed a spider. Sorry.
which is amazing because I hate not having a man around because then I have to kill the spiders. But yeah, somebody asked about, he's got like one snapped blind, and he said that he killed a spider. So yeah, he did the damn thing. He took care of it. I just hope that wasn't a support one. Dude, Ryan, go outside.
No. I'm talking about this.
Crazy. Oh
Nah,
my
I'm
gosh.
chilling, bro. They can knock.
He wants to be carried out by a firefighter. He wants to be carried down 3 flights of stairs.
You know what? I think
If
what's
that
happening.
happens, you better turn your camera on.
I know that Clown's probably in Shifty's DMs right now asking for photos of his daughter.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, and
You
just
got something about this. I don't know. I felt like at the time, kind of getting back to the other topic. Yeah, like I really had like no ground. No one to cooperate with me about this. But I think probably like, maybe it would be the courageous thing to do, would just to be like, to just flip out on a panel and just like talk about it. And yeah, this is and honestly, like I think that's right. It kind of felt like a massive failure to me. And anyone saying like I didn't do like everything I can, you're right. And I just yeah, this is something that bothered me for a long time. And I kind of like, maybe I kind of understand like how, like, if no one kind of backs one person for coming out about something, like how that kind of happens. It's a lot easier than it sounds, but at the same time, I do view this as like a failure. With the, like, I did say like probably like with the Nunya, I can just respond with the Ed thing, but for this, I do view this as a failure. So what would you suggest going forward for yourself on this? I mean, so if I'm hearing this correctly, you're looking at your own actions and you're thinking maybe you didn't handle it in the best way, and you didn't elevate or get the situation public. It's like what could you have done differently, and how do you think you could have handled it?
Probably the only thing is just like pop a panel with no proof, and even if like every one of the Nunyanites told me to go fuck myself, just still do it.
So
like, I guess, right?
Just
Holy
throw
crap.
yourself out there, and yeah, probably that's all you can do, really, isn't it? You
Jay
can't
Silly,
really.
what do I need to apologize for? Sorry, go ahead, Telly.
No, just.
But you know
just
what's
thinking,
a bigger failure,
Well,
Ryan?
shut
You know
the
what's a
fuck
bigger
up, William.
failure?
Yeah.
The bigger failure is the fact that you are literally inside of a burning building right now. But we
with that.
The show must go
streaming.
on.
Yeah, and I hate to
If
tell
the
you.
live stream cuts out, it's because the internet cables have burned. So he'll pop another one when he gets on some Wi-Fi.
And I hate to tell you that you might have lost one of your blind slats, and that spider is still running around with 7 fucking legs, mate. You haven't done the job.
I don't know. That was a pretty big
That's what-
spider. Yeah.
Yeah, so you got to so just put yourself out there and state what you've heard without somebody there to hold your hand, basically, I guess. Put it out there so that you can look back at it and say and point to it and go, well, I fucking told you so, basically, is all you can really do. I think there's not much else you can fucking do.
I mean, yeah.
And
I mean, I just.
It's a good thing that this came out today, because if Colfax had this information last night, he would have had a lot more to say.
Yeah. Oh, we got someone up. Hold up. Yeah.
Oh, it's Bestie.
Can y'all hear me?
No,
Yeah.
we can't hear you, Bobby. Joe, turn your mic up a bit.
Shit. Hold on. Can
Oh, heard that.
you hear me now?
Oh, whoa.
I'm in my car. Hold
Now
on.
turn your mic down. It's clipping. I said turn it down. You see that at the
Hold
bottom.
on. Let me get out of my.
You see
Oh,
at the bottom,
I just-
the bottom right. There's that arrow and that red button that says exit. Press that.
You want me to do that while I just ran a stop?
No, you're breaking up. You're clipping. We can't hear.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Hey,
Louise,
I think she's chasing another black man in a car, I think.
Mhm. Then we can talk about it forever.
We can.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Only when you speak. God, for fuck's sake. Can you hear me now? It says nothing. We can't hear you, Bobby Joe. If you're talking, we can't hear you.
All right, hold on. I'll jump down and come back in.
It's like, we can hear you when you fucking talk. Is it me? It's like, can you hear me? Yeah, we can hear you. She doesn't say anything. Oh, okay, I'll jump down and come back. Strange woman. Strange woman.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us. Well, I think that I have provided all of the nonsense commentary that I can. It's been fun. It's been kind of informative, and I look forward to the future. Nunya is gonna run the best stream on this.
Do you think she'll
Oh,
work?
you know what? You know, one thing that
Can y'all hear me?
I've been
Yes.
yes, your
Okay,
volume
go ahead.
is working overtime, girl.
Okay.
But one thing that I've been looking forward to watching is when Sabby does her penny by penny accounting, you know, her anti-grifting penny by penny accounting stream on Nunya's scams, like she did on frickin' Christie's with her
Christie's
feeding
scam.
30 families or whatever. Like, her stream on Nunya's scams is gonna be so lit, bro. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait.
I've got to say that Christie killed it though, didn't she? She killed fucking Nunya with that. She got her scam money within 24 hours.
And she did it like mostly in public. And,
Exactly.
sorry, Sabby, instead of trashing Christy, you've helped feed the majority of the families on her list.
I tell you, when I think about Sabby, I think that's one person that I think I could see defending Shifty in this.
Yeah, she would.
She
Yeah.
definitely would. That's the
Yeah.
course that she's on right now. So
Yeah.
So when was this told in Zoom? How long ago?
I think this was probably like a year or something like that.
Are you fucking
No.
shitting me?
No,
How long?
it was. Oh, actually, shit, no. Yeah, about.
Oh
10
my
months, yeah.
fucking.
probably because he's been
I'm-
gone for a long time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was at least 10 months ago because I was trying to think whenever I got carpal tunnel surgery. Yeah, it was right before that.
Crazy.
So, yeah.
All right. Well,
Oh
I said
my
my
God.
goodbyes. I'm gonna hop down.
I mean,
I'll talk to you guys
I
later.
understand. Oh, fucking Misty. I wanted to hear you. Wait. Did that bitch jump down? I'm gonna fucking yell at her. Her explanation of giving a car and having to pay for it. No, I bought my son a car and I'm not paying for it after I buy the fucking car. That was the stupidest example of giving a gift to somebody. Mickey, God damn you.
Did you give a
But,
car? Did you give a car to somebody? Did you, Bobby Joe?
Yes, my son. I bought his car.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I'm
Gee,
not
how did
paying
you guess that?
I'm not paying for it afterwards. Fuck that shit. But I had to drill her for that.
I'm sure you could turn your mic up just a little bit more so it distorts a little bit more.
Oh my God.
For fuck's sake.
Sorry. No, I'm fuming over this. This is not a joke. Like,
No.
where the fuck is Nanya? Where the fuck is Sammy? Where's Gabby? Where's fucking Wub? Where's Tiny? Where's fucking all these pieces of shits that knew? And Ryan, I get it. Because I've been on that side where fucking they all hated you and you told fucking the truth and they've drank you more. I get it. But you should have fucking stepped out the red button over this shit. This is a child that
Yeah.
got fucking kicked out. Like,
I mean, honestly, I agree. I mean, even though it would just be me, like that's what I wish I'd done. Like 100%. Kind of makes you think like about when, like, if it only comes down to one person, like how it's like that much harder to come out with it. But like,
I get
Yeah,
it. I
I
was
agree.
there. Yeah. I understand that completely. But then on this situation, like, holy fuck, man. I don't even know. I'm so fucking pissed about this shit. And then, they're sitting here fucking watching it. Like, why the fucking Joe? Have another fucking panel. Run your fucking narrative. Like, Jesus Christ, this is a child. And guaranteed they know his fucking information. Like, I'm sorry. Call fucking somebody. This is a fucked up situation. That poor child.
Bobby Joe, were
Yeah.
you gonna yell at me?
I agree.
I fucking yelled at you, God damn it.
Do it again because I missed it.
Can you read chat, Bobby Joe?
Fucking call. I can't read chat. I'm driving.
Let me
Yelling
read it.
at me in chat.
Can I read it too? Let me read some of it to you, Bobby Joe.
I never
If I
thought
may
the chat
be
would
so
be victims
bold,
of road
um,
rage, but
That microphone is working overtime. My dogs are howling. My ear is dead. Titanium hip causing signal interference. Do I need to go on, Bobby Joe?
No, actually, I'm pulling into the bank right now, so I gotta turn you down.
oh, you better settle yourself if you're going into a bank, dude.
Jesus
Yeah, let
Christ.
me give you a tip. Put that motorcycle helmet on and get your gun out, okay? As you walk through the
My
fucking
gun-
door, Bobby Joe.
My gun's in the back of me, you dumbass. Hold on. I gotta put y'all on mute.
What was she yelling at me for?
Good morning, honey.
Because you said like giving a gift like a car, which costs the person that you give it to. And obviously I asked the question, did you give somebody a car, did you, Bobby Joe? And she's obviously given her fucking son a car. So
Well, I
she's
did the
taking
same thing.
offense to it.
I bought my son a car. Like I paid for it outright. He never owed a penny on that car. But, you know, when he turned 18, he was expected to pay the insurance on it. But I feel like giving your kid a car is different than
That's why I had to just, because I was like, that is such a bad example, Missy.
it was the best example,
Missy.
frickin' Bobby Joe. Frickin' A.
Missy.
Just because you're guilty of it doesn't mean that it wasn't a good example.
No, I bought my son a car and I refused to pay for the gas and the car insurance. That's his shit.
Right. Well, and I did the same thing, but I just mean like, oh, well, we know that let's say Tommy Boy has to ride around on a freaking bicycle like a 12-year-old, okay? So let's just give him a car.
What
You know,
kind of dogs do they give people who are deaf? Because I'm sure your child could do with one of those after listening to you.
Actually, that's probably why I yell so much. I don't know. It's in the family.
It
They
would be
give
My
like
mom's the
the
same way.
the
They give
Ray.
him
What's the
fish.
Ray version of a dog? Because he's got a deaf dog. So what's the
Oh,
Ray
he
version
gets-
of dog?
That dog could hear Bobby Joe, the vibrations in the floor.
Shut up, Midwest. You're next.
Ooh. All right, I'm leaving again. Bye.
They give deaf kids fish in Tupperware containers.
You know,
Making a withdrawal with a weapon.
Yeah.
Here's another thing. You got to think, you talk about Shifty and you're thinking, okay, well, that's one thing. We've discussed that. I'm thinking about what about his fucking wife? What's going through her head with all of this? Her thoughts are immediately, yeah, get rid of the fucking kid because the kid's trouble. She's not
Pretty much, yeah.
concerned about the kid's environment that it's been living in for the last however many years. She just wants the fucking thing out of the house. Fuck.
Well, I mean, the whole Shifty situation, like how his life like unfolded. Like he married his wife, they bought a house, right? I can remember back when the market was low, and as soon as the market went high, they sold their house, and then they started renting a small apartment. And I just was like, dude, that doesn't make any sense. Like, I understand now you have excess money in the bank, but you should have just kept that low fucking payment, which was probably half of what your fucking rent is now.
Mhm.
But you're a stay-at-home dad, and yeah, there might be a couple thousand extra in your bank account. Cool.
Can we say, instead of saying stay-at-home dad, can we just say unemployed loser? Because
Yeah, pretty much.
Honest.
Yeah, which that's what I asked him. I was like, dude, you don't want to do anything? He's like, I can't. I have all the kids here, and I'm like, bro, you play video games all day.
well, we used to panel with Clown and Jilly all fucking day. I guess video games is a step up. I'll tell you, I've done the stay-at-home dad bit, and it isn't fucking hard. I'm sorry, unless you got a fucking social thing going on with other people, it drives you fucking insane. But I don't know.
Yeah. No, I couldn't imagine doing that. I don't know. Go stir crazy. Everything's done.
You got to have
But-
something fucking going on. It's like you're renovating the fucking house you're living in or something. Or, you know, you can. There's plenty
Well,
of
that's the thing,
things. Like being on panel 24/7, isn't it?
Well, yeah, they only had one car, so he couldn't leave during the day to take the kids anywhere. She had the car. I don't know. He had a whole weird situation.
Jesus,
But-
one car family in the States. I don't know. That's I'm a fucking living by myself with one car, and that's hard enough. I don't know how you do it with two people and a family. I think it would be impossible. But
Okay,
yeah,
and to be clear in the comments here, I never heard about anything actually going on, but between the daughter and him, all he said was she made weird advances towards him.
Eric,
She was the problem. He wasn't.
Eric, Shifty is saying that his daughter molested him.
Yeah.
His
Well,
daughter jerked him off. And it's like he might have said whatever he said that you heard, but he added more information to PHI and said that
correct.
his daughter was fucking jerking him off. Like that somehow just fucking.
It makes
Yes,
me-
the PHI knew about this information.
Yeah, I understand.
It's like, what has that poor girl been through to even do such a thing? And like Ryan said about the porn, how the hell does she even know about porn? Like, instead of throwing her out, they should have put her in counseling, freaking help that poor baby instead of shipping her to God knows freaking where else. Like, this shit really fucking.
The reason
pissed
I'm
me
coming
off
out
and-
with the sorry.
Go ahead, Midwest.
I was going to say the reason I'm coming out with it now is because never had an opportunity to. I mean, they asked. I was one that heard it, so I'm putting my 2 cents forward.
The thing I'm hearing as well, I mean, there's one is you haven't got a platform, which I can understand, and the opportunity, and it comes up. And the second one is that more information has come out. The same with Ryan. It was like he doesn't sound like. I mean, he was alarmed by it, but the thing that seems to have got him was when PHI gave him the additional information that Shifty's claim was that the child had jerked him off.
How does the tone, like, why this was being said, like, was anybody bitching at him? And, like, the way fucking I am going on, like, did anybody freaking seem outraged and concerned about this situation? Or was it just, like, a normal fucking Zoom meeting? Like,
From my
The only
understanding,
people that were there.
oh, I mean, like, I feel like from my understanding, based on like how it was going, it was kind of just getting them to talk, and that's kind of what I thought it was. So it kind of sounded like seemingly supportive because it was like trying to get him to talk. That was my read at the time.
So like an Alex Katz sort of situation. The read technique, building a relationship and letting the guy talk rather than confronting him and showing your own anger.
in Midwest, how was your situation? Because you said it was at different timings. Like,
Yeah, he just brought it up like, well, I used the word, trauma dump earlier, which was probably wrong, but that's how it just came about. He just was like, yeah, this happened in my life. And I was like, oh, fuck. Oh, okay.
ooh,
Like,
Yeah,
like, did
and
he say, like, did this child go into, like, a foster care, like, back to the mom? Like, I'm concerned about
No.
this fucking baby and his fucking scummy ass. Like, I'm blowing. I'm fucking.
Actually, that's a good question, Bobby Joe. Is where is the kid now? Has it gone back to the environment that it learned that jerking off fucking men was a a way to make them
No.
happy? Is it back there, or has it gone somewhere else?
She's in. That's whenever I said earlier, like he threw her away, he just gave her to the system to take care of. Like he couldn't. That's what I that's bad wordage, I know, but that's what the fuck it is. I'm sorry. He just gave up and threw her away to the system. Like, here, you guys figure her out.
Oh
And
my
that's
god,
what
that makes
pissed
me
me
so
off
mad.
about him.
Yeah,
I was like,
was
that's
a
not a
foster.
fucking puppy.
I was a foster parent for 9 years, and how
Oh.
many fucking children I had was
Dude,
unbelievable. And it just, oh my god.
dude, my mom did it too. And yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about, man. Like, those kids they were wild. I mean, but
Yeah,
whew, yeah.
but most of them just needed love and guidance and fucking
Yeah.
somebody to show them the right motherfucking way of life. Like, they were just so used to being just thrown away to the next motherfucker that was either going to abuse them or fucking, oh my god.
They didn't know how, like, the one kid didn't know how, like, process, like we appreciated, like, when he did something. It was a wild
I had
experience.
kids that never freaking died Easter eggs, never had freaking, like, I mean,
Yeah.
I can't go into fucking situations, like,
No, I know
it's
what you're
just-
talking about. Yeah.
it's heartbreaking. It's fucking heartbreaking. And then to find out this baby knew about porn before he even freaking came to, or I don't even know, like, did he teach her? Did fucking, like, there's so many questions and so many red flags, like, and then to add on the shit that he did at the SCU is just fucking disgusting.
Yeah, and I don't know about all this lol cow universe, like what's going on over there, but from the little I've put together, yeah, it's probably pretty on par with him.
I mean, that shit, like, I've been hearing and seeing him over there for a while, but the shit that, like, I was talking about earlier, all just, like, exploded within the last week.
Were you in the emergency Zoom meeting, Midwest? Did I start it? I don't know if I started it or someone else started it.
Wait, I'm not the one about Shifty. I mean, I was in a couple, but not that one.
Maybe. Okay.
I'm just, yeah, no.
Did I
See, when
hear
I was-
the emergency Zoom meetings, Midwest? Which ones were you involved in?
Oh,
When I
goddamn.
was around, the only time he was in there, I think twice when I was there. Like, he wasn't known to be in Zoom a lot when I was around.
I wasn't in Zoom a lot.
I was just fucking
If I was,
fishing
it
for
was
the
just
show and you wrecked it for me.
Shut up.
Oh, he wanted to bring up fucking TBS's docs. That was the emergency Zoom he wanted, and you were in
Wait,
there, girl.
was TBS doxed?
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
did TBS get doxed?
TBS's dogs.
The infamous stuff. Yeah, yeah. Everybody, I regret. Yes.
Mm-hmm. They like to throw that in their face, but everything I said was on panel also. Like, they need to fucking get over that bullshit. At least I admitted I was wrong in fucking what I did, so. Right, Jay Silly? I know you're in here somewhere. I just go out. They call out. I don't know why the fuck these scumbags ain't up here now calling this shit out. Like, they yell for me and Cat Eyes always. Where's Bobby Joe? Where's Cat Eyes? Why ain't they calling this shit out? Why the fuck ain't you calling this shit out? You're friends with them. Do they have a problem calling their own friends out? Like, supposed friends on the fucking internet? I gotta go. This shit got me so
Yeah.
fucking mad.
I honestly, I just wish like just like one other person would be like willing to come out about this. That would have been like it would have been out then, because then I would have had like at least one corroborating witness. But still, yeah, it's definitely the reason, not the justification. But yeah, this was a pretty big fuck up. Like, I wish we could have got our shit together. Like, maybe not record it, but
Well, it's out now.
It sounds. I wonder, because you said, I mean, PHI gave you more information, so she obviously talked to Shifty some more about it. If he's given her the detail on what took place, so I wonder whether she was alone, whether she had a one-on-one conversation with him, or whether she was having that discussion with Shifty and with other people, and not you.
yeah, I mean, I only remember hearing about like, because I remember only hearing about like, I think that one time. Yeah, I think it was like who was in there. PHI, Wog. I didn't know Tiny was, but I guess he was. Well, or I don't know.
Tiny was
who?
always there.
Yeah, tiny
And-
walk. Yeah, probably.
And
I remember Tiny and Wog used to start the Zooms all the time, every morning.
Oh,
yeah, and PHI, I think PHI was there in that one, the one I was in too. If Nunya was there, I guess like maybe it was like, yeah, maybe she was like on her computer or something. I think maybe, but I don't remember. I don't remember her talking. So my thing is like,
Yeah, I'm wondering who was involved in that, because there was obviously another conversation that happened after that one. Who was involved talking directly to Shifty with PHI? Because
Like,
it's clear
Shifty,
that-
do you even fucking know where you're? Like, I'm getting so upset over this shit, wondering where this baby is and if she's okay. Like, do you even know where your
Okay.
fucking daughter is? Like, and why she fucking did supposedly what you're saying, or did you fucking do it to her? All right, guys, have a good day. I'm ready to snap.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I remember it was right Shifty came out with this right before PHI like went live about her Chomo son, who did not accept a plea deal, just pled guilty to molesting a child. It was about a month before that is whenever Shifty came out with that.
maybe Shifty should have done. Maybe PHI's son should have done what Shifty did. It actually sounds like he pretty much did, didn't he? He blamed the child, and PHI still blamed the child. Seems like a common theme, doesn't it? Sexually aggressive children going after these poor men. Sorry, I put that off track a little bit. So it was around about the same time, was it?
Yeah. And yeah, he was always in Zoom, so I'm sure he probably talked to PHI and was like, oh, they swap stories up there. Anyways,
Yeah, you
fill in the blank.
Child abuse. Hey, let me tell you, my son's.
I could one up yours. No,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
no, shouldn't joke about this, guys.
Oh, you
But-
shouldn't, but you know, it's like you
Hypothetically,
just see what fucking happens with those fucking people. And Nunya's sitting in the middle of all this, knows what's going on, trying to keep things smooth as always. She knew about PHI's son, and she knew about Shifty and his situation. But let's bring it back to Ed, because they're all fucking Edvidians. It's like, fuck off, bitch. It's like, have a look in your own backyard.
yeah, I mean, I think maybe, I don't know, like, should it be like maybe like a new precedent should be set? Like, maybe there are some cases when you can like call some shit out without any proof? I think it should.
I think, yeah. I guess you got to do it, don't you? But you do it in the knowledge that you're going to get caught up in all of that. You know, is it just another empty allegation of I don't like this person, so I'm labeling them as a pedophile? That's unfortunately the way it's been diluted, hasn't it? It's like you throw it out there, and unless you've got some sort of evidence, you know that it just sounds like empty.
Yeah,
an empty sort of accusation, and it affects your credibility. And I think that's what you try to protect, is you think, I'm just going to sound like an idiot if I put this out here. I'm just going to sound like one of these people that's trying to score points and call this guy, you know, that I clearly don't like, you know, a pedo, just to fucking smear him. And
well, I mean, even at the time though, like we weren't on bad terms, so like I think I probably could, but it just would then they would be like, where's the proof? I would have had none. But like I think there should be kind of like a precedent set, like where, like, how do you whistleblow, like, or if that's a word, or how do you know, because then it's like a race against time. Then it's like why didn't you say something a month ago? Then 2 months go by, then the person disappears, and then a year. It's like, and then it's like you're underwater, you know, and it's like you're carrying this.
I mean, you can't win with the chat on this. It's like, show the proof, or you're the bad guy for not exposing something until it was talked about later by multiple people.
I guess there's two. You got to look at it, I guess, as well. In terms of people who've got a platform and those that don't. You know, it's like if you're a fucking, what's the term I'm looking for? It's like personality within the community, and you know you seem to got a voice, and you do dumb streams about stuff. Then I think it's part of the responsibility just to use one of your own streams to make that point and put it out there. I understand that it's a lot more difficult for someone who hasn't got a channel to do it secondhand, or maybe isn't as confident going up and doing streams and so on. I think it can be a bit intimidating, and it's a difficult thing to do. And maybe in that case, it's okay, reach out to somebody else. But I think maybe you're right, for people like yourself and me and PHI and Nunya and Sam, FCC and whatever, I think, you know, I think you've got to try and keep a semblance of credibility, where if you go out and you make an allegation about somebody, then people are going to hopefully listen to you, listen a little bit, and you're going to take that risk that, okay, that maybe they won't believe me, but I'm putting this out there, and I'd like to get a response from this person because this is what I've heard about them. Maybe that's the way to do it. Maybe you do it in a tone that isn't quite so inflammatory. You go, look, mate, well, maybe you reach out, oh, fucking, but you know that this guy's fucking said this. You know that he's the one who fucking put it out there. It's like, what you're effectively looking for is a community judgment on this guy's actions.
Yeah, and I don't even know, like, I kind of almost wonder, like, if I did, like, let's say I even did, like, I don't know, like, Midwest, like, would you have, like, been right alongside and backed me up, like, or what other?
But I guess it's like,
I mean,
people are going to back you up, or they are.
Actually, I want to kind of hear this.
I mean, yeah, if I saw the panel and you were like, has anyone else heard this? Yeah, I mean, as soon as it was brought up here with Telly, and sorry, my dog's whining. And as soon as it was brought up, I was like, yeah. I came up and told them my side. I was like, yeah, I've heard that same story.
Yeah, I think that's probably it. Because pretty much, like, the tone was like, there was, like, no other person, like, willing to cooperate. Maybe, yeah, like, maybe the best thing would be to just kind of go up there and just say what you heard. I don't know. I mean, that's just what. Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, that's what I did just now. Till he brought it to your attention, I came on your panel saying that's what I would have done if you did it late or year
Well, I'm
ago,
talking about
whatever.
then though, because like if anything, then like you know, it would have been different.
No, yeah, but I just would have been kicked out of Slack earlier and not been able to get some great screenshots from Slack. But it is what it is.
Can I ask you, Midwest? Did Missy ever send you any boob pics?
No. No.
No. Carry on.
And anyways, but fucking hell. All right. Well, I lost train of thought. What was Ryan?
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much it. I'm trying to think. Anything more? It wasn't intended to be like too long with the panel, but
Yeah. Likewise.
But yeah,
Well, thanks for answering my question, Ryan. I'll jump down. I'd like to hear some. I think this is more like the start than the finish of something. I'd like to hear other people's views, and it's Shifty particularly, and anyone else like Midwest who'd heard that can just validate the story some more and add some more dimension to it. I think it'd be good.
because because I don't have like I'm admitting, I don't have recordings, I don't have like whatever, but I did. That's what I heard, and what is the response to it?
Yeah, but I think it's been corroborated that. I mean, the basic situation is that this guy is, saying that his child acted inappropriately towards him, which is a fucking odd way to view the world, no matter where you stand. Unless there's some mitigating circumstances that he's got that I can't fucking, I can't, you run scenarios in your head and I can't come up with one which excuses it. Even if the kid's acting a little bit inappropriately towards you as an adult, you fucking correct them. And then you go back and track out, okay, where is this behavior coming from? And the fact that he just threw this fucking child away rather than address the situation is pretty fucking disgusting. And I think that where it matters is the fact that he's still fucking hanging around and he's just been modded up again in Nunya's chat, and she's obviously fucking aware of this. He's been in PHI's chat and she's obviously fucking aware of this. She knows more detail than anybody. And fuck knows who else does. Clown and fucking all that inner circle, Becky, Wog, Tiny. Okay, maybe it was a difficult situation to fucking address, but okay, now it's out, now it's on the table, so let's fucking explore it and hear some more about it, and maybe try and fucking find out what's happened to this bloody kid, and because it seems to me like for a child to be acting that way, if what he says is truthful, then that kid has been fucking abused and needs some kind of fucking assistance, not just to be lost in the system again.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like the elephant in the room is just like, obviously, it was probably the other way around, Yeah,
so, I mean, that's the other fucking, obvious sort of scenario that you jump to, isn't it? It's not the kid, it's just him making excuses for the way that he's behaved towards the kid. But, you know, if you give him fucking credence and say, okay, maybe he is telling the truth, obviously the kid's been fucking affected, you know, before it came back to him. But he's, you know, basically he's a shitty fucking spineless jellyfish of a person. And I think he should be fucking treated as such. But, you know, having said that, I would like to hear your view, Shifty. So, Ryan, maybe call him out, set up a panel date or something and invite him up. Maybe he'll come up.
Yeah, I mean, I like pretty much every time I do a live, you know, the link's always pinned. Like my door is always pretty much open, always has been. You know, so
And
yeah.
Another thing I'd suggest is anybody that hangs around with that Log Cow crew, is to make them aware of this stream and send them a link and let them have a listen to, because they've got some fucking pretty ordinary dealings with the guy anyway in isolation. They've come to their own conclusions about him, and I think this kind of gels with what they've experienced. So I'd urge people to share it with the Lol Cow crew so they can put some pressure on the cunt too. In Minecraft, of course. Alrighty, I'm going to jump down. Thanks, Ryan. Thanks, Midwest.
Trying to think if Clown was in Zoom. I don't remember. Yeah, my thing was I don't remember him being in Zoom a lot. So
I was never in Zoom with Clown. No.
Mate, Clown was on fucking panel with Shifty 24/7 for 3 or 4 months. You don't think that Shifty wouldn't have had a heart-to-heart with Clown about this? I'll leave you with that. All right. Talk to you later, guys. Thanks.
All right.
That's a good point. All right. Well, I'll talk to you later. Just had to hop up and say, yeah, I've heard that. I know we're the bad guys because we didn't say something sooner. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just gonna end this off.
Fucked up. All right. Well.
Meow.